Risk appetite increases. We've seen this since the beginning of this month. Dollar is weakening, everything else is going up. Equities as well at the same time. In Australia, a technical recession, but the results are actually much better than expected, only minus 0.3%, which suggests other economies might be also not be as badly hit as originally thought. Now, with the dollar weakening, euro and pound are moving up indeed. Euro has been moving to very good levels around 112.50. The question is this going to continue being the case? We'll have the ECB decision today, the highlight for the day. And when I hear whether the ECB decided to purchase another 500 billion bonds in their purchase program or not. But the thing here is not about whether they do it or not, it's how it's going to affect the market. This is how we're interested. In normal times, that would have a bad effect on the euro. However, well, I believe this time, coronavirus post-crisis, we're looking at that doing more good than it does harm. Now, if we stay in Europe and looking at the UK as well, because the UK is still here, it's still in the European Union, we have until the end of the year to see what will happen, but a critical date at the end of June, because a very critical ECB, European Commission meeting is going to take place. And until then, Brexit has to provide some clarity to the markets, okay? If I'm not mistaken, next Tuesday, we're going to hear a lot around the topic. And until then, we might be volatile, but after that, and it depends, of course, on the UK's stance, then we might see the pound start deteriorating, right? Now, we've seen the safe havens falling hard yesterday, and that's despite there is new escalation between the US and China now on some travel restrictions, and that the US actually said yesterday, the US Transport Department said that they would block Chinese carriers flying from June towards in the US and from June 16. So that hasn't really reflected into the markets yet. We see the gold still being under pressure. However, I would really pay attention because it's likely to affect the dollar. And then, of course, from the dollar, we'll go into the majors, a spillover effect as we have seen in the past. Now, starting with the euro dollar, I still remain with a WXY view over here. That's the X and moving down. Well, if we pull the Fibonacci retracement, this is for weight W, we can get to 78.6. We can get up to the 113.125, okay? And now when we're talking about corrective waves, the correction within the correction, i.e. the retracement, is usually going up to the 78.6 Fibonacci, right? Now, that said, and looking at the last few moves over here, which I'm looking as, because of this, obviously, penetration here. I'm looking at this as a triple zigzag, with the last wave being a wave Z in a multiple degree upside move, impulsive, right? So we've got 1, 2, I think we're going for 3. We ended 3, we're gonna get 4, and then another move to the upside 5, and then start moving lower. I only say this because if we go closer, this structure is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle and a 5 with an ending triangle, okay? So, and that means to me that, you know, since we had an ending triangle in this minor, in this small degree, most likely going to see prices now correcting, potentially with a sideways market, a triangle correction or something, because this wave is short, okay? And then start moving lower. On dollar yen, we'll look to this as well, moving to the upside after the break of this trend line, okay? We bounced over here. Again, it looks like a multi-structure degree to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm expecting that 101.22 at least to either be wave 5 or wave 3. Well, obviously, as I have labeled over here because I see this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we've done wave 4. I'm expecting this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, again, an ending triangle. Once we get that around 101.25, then we can start looking for prices to pull back, and then potentially another move to the upside to complete actually this wave, which would be minute wave 3, and then we're going to get 4 and 5 to complete minor wave 3. Now on the pound, still, I can still look at this with the view that we've been looking at it for a while. Actually, we changed last week this to a triple zigzag, right? We're looking at this as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it doesn't look like an impulse to me, unless if again it's a multi-structure degree over here. But these waves don't really, I am not sure this is the case, to be honest. But if the euro dollar plays out as a correction, then this is likely to be the same as well. If euro dollar breaks up, then that's likely to break up as well, and it's going to be a multi-structure degree upside move, right? Now, for the moment though, 126 is our last move over here, last upside, which to me is going to come in with a pullback anyway. It looks like it. So we can continue higher for a last move to the upside, but not above the 126.50, 126.50, which is over here, okay, and then move down for wave Z. Or in case we break above, then most likely we'll have W, X, and Y, and this is 1, 2, and we'll go then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 3, then 4, and 5. Okay, so this will be all for the day. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to join us tomorrow on our live NFP webinar, where we're going to see what is really going on with employment in the US.